What is up, guys? My name is Jackal, and we are here for the second video of the day. Getting to do some late night gaming, some dad hour gaming, and we are here for Pokémon Red version of the replay variety. Here exploring the other side of the Diglett Cave. We got a Mr. Mime that we could get if we catch an Abra, and I am seriously. Once you learn Pokemon Flash and get the Rock Tunnel. Ooh, cool. So we got Flash. Awesome. Just happened to get that by happenstance. Lucky for us. No more room for items. Oof. Oof. Is there anything we can get rid of, like, on the quicks? Alright. I'm tossing rest. Honestly. At least this playthrough, I'm never using rest. Never. HP up. Alright, well, I can make use with that real quick. Main boy. Another moonstone. And these are just a bunch of bushes to cut to get to the other side, which I do not care about doing. Alright. Now we're gonna just head back into the cave here, and we're gonna do a bit of grinding. It's not the funnest activity, I know, but it must be done. Do I want to do... You know what? You know what? I think we're going to do... I think we are going to go get that Abra. I think I feel really good about doing that. I had somebody in the comments mention, well, the only person who mentioned in the comments at all, that one of the things that to keep in mind with Mr. Mime was that he can use Thunder, which is a good offset. And I'm actually kind of wondering as to why that's a good offset. Only because I figure Psychic Pokemon being able to use anything is pretty much makes sense with what they are and shit. Charmeleon level 29. Yeah. What did I want it to be at? Level 33 or 34, somewhere around there. Da, 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 da. What's everyone else at? 26. All the people that I care about are all at 26. So maybe they have like 2 levels to gain each, maybe? That was actually some of the longest time you'll ever go in the Diglett Cave without getting into a fight. Ha 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 ha. Hope everyone's doing well today. I'm ready to finish up this, even though I just started, I'm ready to finish this up. I'm ready to go smash this pizza on the inside. After I'm done smashing the pizza, go in and take a nap. It's going to be a great feeling. These Digletts are pretty dope. Diglett was always one of the Pokemon that I always liked. Makes me glad that I'm going to be doing my first official Nuzlocke here in like 6-ish months. I am extremely tired today. Very tired today. With what hands? What are you possibly scratching me with if you are a Diglett? There's not a single thing on your person that I could imagine you even doing that with. No arm, have an ass. Fuck out of here. Bye. Bye. Just do a little bit of grinding here before what's his nuts. Lieutenant Surge. That's his name. Surge. So it's interesting, my son actually asked me the other day, actually not the other day, yesterday, my son told me he wanted to be a girl, which was an interesting conversation. I mean, he's 6, so I don't really have a conversation with him. I just told him, like, we'll see. Because, like, I know a bunch of people who are, I mean, not a bunch, but I guess in relative proportion to their outside population, I know quite a few trans people. And by quite a few, I mean, like, I know 3. Like, actually know. I know more in, like, the periphery, but as far as, like, I know, as in I know them. Ooh, he's doing the scratch attack bullshit. Please just let me be able to kill him with Charmeleon. Oh my god, I would love it so much. Yes! So much XP. Yes. Yes. But I mean, I don't know like a super amount of trans people. I only know like maybe like 3 people who are trans personally. And that's only a lot, like, in proportion. But, like, you know, because I'm in a lot of very queer-friendly spaces, you know. Alright, 1,800. Gotcha. But, since a lot of people are, I know what I was talking about, but I forget the way I was exactly wording it before I got distracted. Unfortunately, especially because I'm drinking a little bit of beer. Well, drank beer. My attention is not all that it should be. Bum, 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 ba-da. Now the train's just derailed altogether. Wow. Wow. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about. I'm gonna re-listen to this and laugh at the fact that I didn't even know what I was talking about. Sweet old boy is getting all that XP he needs to be big and healthy. I know something about trans people. But no, I know, I know a few trans people in my personal life. So, with my son telling me, like, the other day, like, I want to be a girl. I just tell him the truth. Like, all right, we'll see. Because I know by percentage, the vast majority of people who feel like that at any point eventually outgrow it. I don't really mind. I'm not really scared of him, like, staying any sort of way. Just the kid's going to be how he's going to be. It's not really about me or what I feel or what I think. Like, none of that shit ever matters. It's just how he feels. And, most of the time my son is always saying, like, no, I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. So the fact that, one time he tells me, like, I want to be a girl, it's whatever. Plenty of kids, I know plenty of boys who grew up wearing their mothers, their nightgowns, their dresses, putting on their makeup, and then they grow up and be perfectly straight, perfectly heterosexual males. Like, it's not like they put on dresses when they're 3 and all of a sudden have, no problem. Even older than that, even as old as, like, 8, even 9, I'll go max 9 years old. You could be engaging in behavior like that and it doesn't really mean anything. Easy. I promise it. I mean, who the fuck am I to promise that? But, I promise it. My son's he's gonna feel this way. And, if it ends up being that's the way he feels, then fuck it. Like, that's the way he feels. Like, whatever. I'm perfectly fine with my son being as happy and as comfortable in himself as they want to be. Like, there's plenty of behaviors that I have influenced my child on that would make how they identify themselves absolutely meaningless. That's why I try not to even tell my kid, like, when he was like, I want to be a girl. Like, I didn't even tell him no. I just said, we'll see. Because most people outgrow it, and if he outgrows it, well, then it is what it is. If he doesn't outgrow it, then it is what it is. We're level 31 with the Melion. The Melion. Hopefully by the end of this, I'm able to at least get, 13 minutes? Should be able to get to level 32, almost to 33. Luckily, training Rattata is going to be the easiest. That motherfucker got water gun, and that's going to come in so much handy here. So gross. Gross. Nice. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I just want my kid to be fucking healthy and happy. That's all I really care about. And, like, I don't really feel too bad about it because I know, like, even though I have a roommate and best friends who's, at very least, I don't even think they fully understand it, but, like, they are at most a trans woman. At worst, they're a highly androgynous male-born person. Like, that almost sounds robotic to say it that way, but, like, for real. Like, my roommate is... If any of you ever watched the anime Gurren Lagann, like, you got Liran, that's basically my roommate. Like, a literal electrician who is just very masculine and feminine both at the same time about random things. Like, it is what it is. Ooh. Damn. That's a lot of damage. Hopefully nobody does that shit a fucking again. Punch a Megaly. Yes. But yeah, knowing most kids, like, outgrow any sort of things like that, like, that's why it's really weird that, like, you hear a lot of, like, stories of boys in, elementary or even high school who are always doing, quite frankly, some pretty bisexual shit. But, because of, like, society being the way it is, like, they tend to, like, shy away from that behavior as far as, like, being out in the open. But, like, bro, when boys are, like, in high school, they're always, like, fucking waving the tallywhacker in front of other dudes, like, doing just shit that's not like, wow, that's gay. Like, it's never anything like that, but it's enough to be like, hey, you might just be a little bit bisexual, and that's all right. Society may think it's not necessarily all right, but it's all right. Like, It is just weird that a lot of boys have these really, 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 like, awkwardly gay behaviors. And they're, like, half acted on because it's... A part of it is because it's just natural, and then the other part, like, they don't because they think it's, like, some sort of taboo shit that they gotta steer away from. Always this weird-ass middle ground. Hell yeah. See how fast we can get to 33. Ooh, getting Doug Trios will make that way better. Fuck! Get Fear out, because, oh no. Well, since the XP is split 50-50, might as well just stick with Firo at this point. Hell yeah, Firo gains level. Excellent. But yeah, it's good to know that, most likely my son will outgrow his feeling. And if he doesn't, that there's pretty well established programs and avenues for him to take to feel more comfortable. I just don't care because there's a very clear, core of my son that would be the same regardless of what they ended up being personally. Right now he's been playing with a lot of swords and pretending to be a knight and stuff. And it makes me want to actually introduce him to The Legend of Zelda and be like, all right, well, here you go. You're a knight. Go save the kingdom. Give him that own little personal adventure that feels like a sense of adventure, a sense of duty, a sense of urgency. And the good thing is because it's Zelda, luckily, Link has always been pretty androgynous, so that's not going to be too big of a deal. Link is a hero for all the ages. There's just a core part of the way that, my kid is raised that, I really don't care how they identify or what they are. It's bro, as long as you're still my kid and you exemplify the traits that I try to instill in you, that's really the biggest thing. What more do I care for after that? I just care that you accentuate the traits that I want you to and that you don't the parts that I don't. I mean, that's basically every parent. All the thing of, teaching your kids to be hard workers, being dependable, to keep their word, to not be like little fucking bitch babies. All of these things I see as pretty universal. It doesn't help that I'm allergic to double standards. I hate double standards. They annoy me so fucking much. But that's why when my son told me that shit, I didn't even tell him no. I just we'll see. Because either he's going to outgrow it and he'll just be fine, or he won't and I'll be there for him regardless. It's not going to fucking bother me none. Plenty of boys, like I was saying earlier, do all sorts of really almost homoerotic shit together when they're young. It doesn't really affect them. I know plenty of boys that grew up wearing their moms dresses and nightgowns and shit. Turned out perfectly fine. I don't want them to focus on the gender roles so much. Oh, I'm a boy, so I have to do this, or I want to be a girl, so I got to do that. Do whatever you want and make it the giant fucking hodgepodge that it is. And I don't think he was anywhere, because the daycare he goes to is actually religious. It's actually a Christian daycare. So it's not anywhere he learned it necessarily. It seemed like it was a pretty organic thought and idea. So, I'm willing to see it wherever it goes, More than, my son being my son, the more important thing is that they're my child. And that was always going to override anything else that's going to possibly be going on. Slash, you say? Well, Scratch gotta go. Bro, Charmeleon's fucking stats suck ass. Or not his stats, his fucking moves. Alright, well, you know what? That is long enough. I'm a little bit tipsy, so I'm not exactly on my best speaking terms right now. But that's it for today. It was nice to play Pokemon a little bit after finishing up Metroid, so I played the last 3 days with that. Tomorrow I got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I don't know if I'm going to come back to Pokemon or go back to more Metroid. I don't know yet. I guess I'll see. I might go to Metroid because I got at least one chance to squeeze some Pokemon in, when originally I didn't think I was going to at all. So, I'll take some where I can get some. But until next time, y'all, peace.